Hello and welcome to Teachings in Education, Response to Intervention, abbreviated R.T.I, a framework to enhance student learning through remediation. This video will offer one method of R.T.I. R.T.I is generally separated into 3 instructional tiers. Right now, we'll explore tier number 1. Tier 1, called primary instruction, involves all students within the school. At this level, schools must ensure proper and sound instructional practices. Teachers must be using research-based instructional strategies. For example, typical classroom lessons delivered by a teacher comprise Tier 1 of R.T.I. Good teaching is the first line of defense. Progress monitoring and screening are at the heart of Tier 1 response to intervention. Teachers should periodically screen their students, and administrators as well should partake in evaluating students. We should consider alternative approaches to measure progress, not just standardized tests. Also, it is important that every child in the school be included, special education, general education, etc. and so forth. Moving on, instructional tier number 2. Tier 2, called secondary intervention, takes place for students that have not been able to advance out of Tier 1, primary. In Tier 2, the students identified as in need of intervention are given the opportunity to learn in a smaller group setting. In Tier 2 instruction, teachers will reinforce basic concepts. For example, students may be deficient in basic mathematical operational skills. Remember, it aims to supplement but not to replace primary instruction. Students should be working on the same material that they are working on in their general education classes. All teachers and educators should keep an eye on Tier 2 students. There must be careful monitoring. These students are the ones that need the extra attention from their teachers. And now we move on to instructional tier number 3. Instructional tier 3 is a serious intervention that takes place for students that continue to struggle in both tiers 1 and tier 2 of R.T.I. Here you want to increase both time and frequency of instruction. Schools must find the time of day to get these students the extra help they need. Guidance counselors can help with these arrangements. These students need individualized learning goals. These goals must be specifically targeted to each student. In Tier 3, content specialists are often assigned to their students. For example, a student may see a reading specialist every Monday and Wednesday. By the time a student reaches Tier 3, data should have been collected on that student from Tiers 1 and from Tier 2. In Tier 3, the groups get even smaller. Here, we are talking about group sizes of 1 or 2 students. Before we finish up this topic, you should understand some of the overarching and key components of R.T.I. R.T.I schools need to create data teams. What is the point of collecting all this data if there is no one there to evaluate and dissect the data? Look to create a diverse team. Next key component is family. Schools often forget how important the involvement of the family is on academic success of the students. Involve their parents every step of the way. I've mentioned the importance of screening students time and time again throughout this video. When talking about screening, it's important to focus on mathematics, reading comprehension, and writing. And the last component is instruction. Never forget, the most important element to a child's success in the classroom is the teacher. R.T.I must support and empower teachers in their instructional practices. Right now, I would like to say thank you for your time, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share this video as well. See you guys soon.